Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jeff Grant. Today, college basketball is the topic, and the game we're covering, Duke Blue Devils going up against Wake Forest Demon Deacons. How you doing today, Jeff?
Couldn't be doing better, Dax, because I love ACC basketball. It really is, in my opinion, the top conference right now. The Big 12 is being mentioned, Pac-12, and we could have the team that wins it all this year in the Duke Blue Devils traveling to take on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Man, oh man, and Duke is on a quite nice roll. I mean, they've actually put together a 13-0 straight up and 8-5 against the spread record in 13 games. But man, Jeff, I mean, are the Blue Devils considered one of the favorites to win the ACC and just cut down the nets at the end of the year?
Absolutely. We have not seen the best out of Duke. They faced some big-time competition. That was early in the year. They beat the likes of Michigan State, of course, went on the road with arguably the most impressive victory of the season, beating the Wisconsin Badgers in Madison. That rarely happens. And they had a choppy schedule. They've only played 6 games since December 3rd. So in terms of a spread perspective, they could probably even be better than their 8-5 ATS record right now. But what I say in the choppy schedule, yes, they haven't been on the floor very often against other opponents, but that is dangerous for future opponents because Coach K has really coached up this freshman class. Of course, that class is led by center Jahlil Okafor, who is expected to be the #1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft, and he just earned ACC Rookie of the Week honors, averaging 26.3 points and 8 rebounds over that stretch.
Well, no doubt we got some great coaches going up against each other in this one, man. Now, for Wake Forest, I mean, they had their 3-game win streak snapped after suffering that 85-76 hard-fought loss to Louisville last time out. Now, I know it's tough to get, your head back into the game after a demoralizing loss like this one, man. But, Jeff, do you think that the Demon Deacons can actually find enough energy to compete in this matchup?
I don't see it happening because Wake Forest really played its heart out in that game and actually outperformed what I think the point spread was, because I had Louisville as one of my picks on Sunday in that contest, and Wake Forest shot over 50% against arguably a top 5 defense in the country. And this is the first time that Wake Forest in its history is hosting 2 top 5 teams in consecutive games with the first-year head coach, Danny Manning, taking over. Of course, he made his name in the collegiate ranks as a player at Kansas, winning a national championship, went on to a very good NBA career, has had a few coaching stops. He coached his alma mater as an assistant coach at Kansas, moved on to Tulsa, and then grabbed this job. This is a tough prep spot for a first-year head coach with the program because he's going against Coach K. And the most important stat in this matchup, Duke is one of the best shooting teams in America, and Wake Forest is 306th on the defensive end in defending inside the arc. When you match that up against Duke, who is the second most efficient shooting team in that area, that could spell trouble.
All right, man. Now 13-0 and 8-5 against the spread for Duke. I don't think that there's any other reason why we shouldn't bet them right now. Is that the case in this one?
Well, you're always going to have Duke being favored by basically 1.5 to 2 points more than they should be because they are the most publicly backed team, arguably in college basketball, other than Kentucky. And we just saw what Kentucky did. They got pushed to the wire last night, winning in overtime against Ole Miss. I just don't see that happening here because Duke is fully focused right now with conference play. I think Coach K is going to have this team ratcheted up. Duke has only trailed for 6 minutes and 13 seconds through 13 games. So this team is fully focused. And you look at Wake Forest, they are 2-3 against the spread and straight up losses as underdogs this season. And those 3 spread losses and those straight up setback stacks came against NC State, Minnesota, and Arkansas by an average of over 10 points. I expect Duke to win this game by 18 to 20 points, which should easily cover the 15.5-point spread.
All right, good stuff, Jeff. Hey, man, thanks a lot for all the valuable insights. Let's talk some more college hoops again tomorrow.
Thank you.
No problem, man. For SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.